Hey, how y'all doing? I've talked about this before. I used to be a very vengeful person. There's a line in a Tupac song, I always remember it. It said, "Revenge is the sweetest joy next to getting sexual intercourse," if you will. And I used to, I used to really, really hold that to heart. That was pretty much my mantra for life. If you did me wrong, I would get vengeance. Vengeance would come to you. I would bring hell with me. I would think about it, I would ruminate on it, I would just plot, and it wasn't about time frame. I'm a very patient person when it came to it, so it would be something that I could just picture it out and just play it out and plan it out that 5-10 years down the line I'm gonna hit someone with the kapow, if you will, and stuff. I'm no longer like that because vengeance is stupid. I was watching shows and you see it TV and stuff, but I was watching something and a mother wanted to get vengeance for something that happened to their parent, to their parent that faced harm and stuff, and it ended up costing them, getting that vengeance ended up costing them their own child, in the end and stuff. And the thing is, the person they were getting vengeance against would have faced karma, if you will, the universe doing something to them, even if the woman would have just stayed home and just raised her child and had a good life with her child, the person would have still gotten their comeuppance in the end. So I don't let vengeance consume me, because vengeance always has a cost, and people don't understand that. Could be your child, but in other ways it's your peace of mind. It's your own view of yourself. It's your mind frame, your mind state, your happiness in life, where this vengeance, this need for vengeance, this event that happened just consumes you and ruins just every other event. You're not in the moment. And like I said, in so many different ways, these are just a couple examples, but vengeance always has a cost. And I think that's something that people need to think about and really consider, because a lot of people are ruining their lives just with this seeking of vengeance. Look, I've seen in my life, if I've done someone wrong and stuff, ultimately somewhere down the line, it's come back to me. I don't believe in karma and stuff, but I believe in reaping and sowing. If you're out there, sowing awful things, you're going to reap awful things in the end. If you're sowing good things, you're going to reap good things in the end. It may not look like it in the moment, but hey, you got to be patient and stuff. So, just do the right thing. That's what it comes down to. And stop being vengeful. It doesn't get you nowhere, and it always has a cost. So have an awesome Wednesday. You're an awesome, amazing human being, and I love you so much. Peace out and bye.